You're listening to the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast with your hosts, Chad and Dale.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast. I'm Chad.
I'm Dale.
And we are coming to you after game 1 of the Battle of Ontario. Part 5.
Yep. Yes, sir.
And the Leafs win 6-2 and take game 1.
Dominating.
Kind of a wild game.
Dominating fashion, I would say. First of all, happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah, hoppity hop.
Hopefully you found your eggs okay and everything this morning or whenever you do Easter. All good. Yeah, dude. Look, let's go here. The intro. Did you catch this puppy right at 7 o'clock?
Yep.
The intro. Bob Cole. They start with Bob Cole's voice from the old Battle of Ontario. Absolutely loved it. And then Motley Crue's just kicking in, and they were showing clips from like the old battles of Ontario. It was absolutely freaking awesome, the intro. And they just had Van Halen pumping all night long tonight at the Scotiabank Arena. Every time the Leafs scored, absolutely loved it off the top. But anyway, man, I'll start here. Sens couldn't stay out of the fucking penalty box, dude, all night long. It absolutely killed them. Is that the story here or what?
Yeah, I mean,
like the Leafs power play, yes, but is it not more of a story that the Sens couldn't stay out of the box? Killed them.
Yeah, and you could make an argument that the officiating wasn't that great in this game. A couple soft calls.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's been plenty of times throughout the playoffs in years past where the Leafs are on the brunt end of some bad calls or taking more penalties and the other team isn't getting called. But tonight, Ottawa, they were amped, but they were playing a little sloppy, weren't controlling their sticks, couple dumb penalties, maybe some soft officiating. But yeah, that's the story. Yep. They took way too many penalties.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just couldn't stay out of the box. I don't know. Like, what do you think that, like, what would you, okay, some soft calls, yes, but do you think that's just like an inexperienced thing, or like what would you relate that to?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of an experience for some of the calls. I think it's a little bit, I think it's a mix of everything I said. It's a mix of the officiating. It's a mix of them being a little amped up, first time in the playoffs kind of thing. But I thought the Leafs did a great job of not engaging.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Just skating away, letting them take the penalties, not taking a follow-up call.
Yep.
And then let's face it, last year we came on here, we were making fun of their power play. Oh. Like when they would get a power play, we were like, oh, well, Boston wants them to get a power play.
More goals tonight, Chad, than the entire series against the Bruins last year.
Yeah.
More goals in the first fucking game, man.
So maybe that is the story. Not that Ottawa took a bunch of penalties, but the Leafs power capitalized in a playoff game. Hugely capitalized.
Much more on the power play to come. Much more. Like, I mean, it was absolutely phenomenal. The story of the game, without a doubt. Ottawa taking too many penalties, and the way the Leafs looked on the power play, absolutely fucking wild. I did not expect it at all. Like, just popping them in, like fucking less than 3 goals in the power play, less than 10 seconds each fucking time. It was crazy. More on that to come. I want to talk about Brady Tkachuk. And if you were watching the same game I was watching, I know you were. I saw something very clear to my eyes. This cat is nowhere near 100%. Nowhere near.
Yeah.
Am I right on that or wrong?
He didn't look 100%.
Not even fucking close. That's not Brady Tkachuk, dude.
No.
Not even close. So that's a good sign for the Leafs. I would take it even further than that. He's coming off of 2 injuries. One right up, like I think one he suffered at the Four Nations, and then he suffered one just when he missed some time right after the Four Nations. Then he came back, he got hurt again, and he missed basically the rest of the fucking regular season. He played in the last game for the Sens. I would say this, like, he's nowhere near 100%, and I would be, if I was the Leafs, especially after what I saw tonight, I would be all over this guy. Hitting him fucking left and right. I would be in his fucking grill. Yeah. Every chance you get, even just the smallest little bump could take this fucking guy right out of the series. He would probably play anyway because it's his first time in the playoffs, and that's just the type of hockey player.
But you're making sure that he doesn't ever become the Brady Tkachuk that you that he's been
Oh,
for most of this season.
for sure. For sure. So I would be all over this guy every chance you get, because like the slightest little bump, it could take him out. It could take him right out of the series. And
Yeah.
honestly, like, knock on wood here, I don't know how effective he's going to be anyway. Because if that's the guy that we're getting for the rest of this series, I don't like the Sens very much.
Yeah. Do you think it had anything to do with them maybe telling him to reel it in a little bit?
Why would they tell him to do that, though?
I don't know. He kind of, like, to me, I'm on your side. He looked hurt, but also he looked kind of like, okay, I can't take a dumb penalty.
He plays okay, fair, but does he not play his best hockey when he's just on his fucking toes going?
Yeah, he does. And Travis Green said, he's like, I'm not gonna tell this guy not to play his game.
No, you can't. There's just no way. There's no way.
But he didn't look like himself tonight.
No,
he wasn't even really a factor tonight.
No, not at all. The Allmark thing, like, okay, look, I'm gonna get into it here.
Do you think Patrick Lalime, when they're showing all those highlights before the game, he's like, can we just not? Like, how many times did they show the Nieuwendyk goals?
Yeah,
they didn't just show them once; they showed them multiple times.
I know. It's
Poor
awesome.
Lalime.
I know, right? But
segue into Allmark.
Yeah, well, Allmark, look, like, if he has another game like that, like, just the puck kept going over fucking his glove. Like, it seemed like every fucking time they put it glove high, it went in the back of the fucking net. If he has another game like tonight on Tuesday night, do they go to Anton Forsberg? I'm being dead serious, because that was not a good look for
I mean, yeah, if he lets in 12 goals in the first 2 games, yeah, you could see Forsberg in game. You might see Forsberg before the end of game 2. I thought they might even pull him tonight.
Oh, dude, I thought a yank was coming. At least
had like 15 shots on net, and they have 4 or 5 goals.
Less. I've got it here somewhere, but I'll get to it in a minute, exactly what it was. But anyway, okay, do you want me to just like a quick breakdown, and then we'll just kind of go through like some certain things what we want to talk about? Yeah. I think the core 4, they were saying just at the end of the broadcast there, I think the core 4 combined for 9 points tonight. That's pretty crazy. Matthews didn't score. He was the only one that didn't score of the core 4, but Nylander, Tavares, Mitch, gonna get to that. Riley buries one.
Nice.
Like, crazy, just absolutely crazy stuff that happened here. But I'm just gonna go through some things, and then we'll kind of backtrack, whatever. Like, I'll kind of run it down. Haven't done this in a while, but I thought the Leafs came out flying. First 5 minutes, hitting fucking everybody in sight. I thought it was going to be the exact opposite of that. I thought the Sens were going to come out banging every fucking blue sweater they saw. I thought they were just going to be pounding them. It was the opposite. The Sens were on their heels. The Leafs were on their toes. The first 5 minutes, I'm like, yes, yes, just taking it fucking right to them. Robertson's throwing guys you wouldn't think would be hitting, like Robertson's nailing guys in the corner. Like, just, it was Nylander's throwing fucking hits. It was the first 5 minutes. Were you not like, what is happening right now? Who are these guys?
Yeah, but I kind of expected it.
But you didn't think it was going to be the other way, that Ottawa was going to do that?
No, I don't know. I just felt like, and I felt like this going into the series. I said it yesterday on the podcast. Like, they are the more seasoned team. I know they haven't won in the playoffs,
but they just don't play like that.
But they've been here before. They got a different coach with Berube, who has a different style that's been engraved in their brain the whole season. Yeah. It didn't surprise me. I was like, they're going to come out and play a game. What I was surprised with was Ottawa kind of being caught like a deer in the headlights. Oh, yeah. I thought they would come out and fight back in that rookie sort of way, take a dumb penalty or something like that. But you're right. They were just like, what the hell is going on? I think they thought it would be like the 3 games they played in the regular season.
Yeah.
And it was right. Not. It was not.
No, like, I thought the Leafs would have to calm the storm initially and then kind of recover from there. That's what I thought was going to happen. Like, whatever. But it just did not go that way at all. It was the exact opposite. Yeah. It was fucking awesome. So they were flying out of the gates, hitting everybody in sight for the first 5 minutes. Things obviously settled down after that. Halfway through the first, Oliver Ekman-Larsson right in the slot, rips it home, 1-0 Leafs. Fourth line on the ice. Lawton was awesome. The fourth line was awesome. every time you looked in the first period, the fourth line was, if you want to call them the fourth line, basically the third line.
They have like 2 third, fourth lines.
Okay, that's true. That's true. But
If that makes sense.
every time you looked in the first period, that Lawton line was on the ice and they were in the offensive zone.
They were going.
I would, for the first time maybe ever since the trade deadline, I was like, okay, this looks like they picked this guy up for the fucking playoffs and he's gonna help. He's gonna fucking help.
Yeah.
He fucking stood, like, he made a nice play at the blue line to hold up, to not push the playoff side, to get it to Ekman Larson, and he rips it home. Awesome, to make it 1-0 Leafs. 5 minutes later, Mitch Buchanan had his little red beach shorts on, saving lives and looking to pick up chicks, and Mitch on a breakaway, top shelf, 2-0 Leafs. Great start to the playoffs for Mitch. All the core four, really. Matthews made a nice play in his own end to send Mitch on the breakaway. What do you think of Mitch Buchanan and his little red beach shorts on that breakaway top shelf? Was that fucking great? Or
That was awesome.
Holy fuck.
That was awesome.
What
And Mitch needed that.
Oh, yeah.
They all needed this game. But I'm just surprised that I'm still shocked that you thought Ottawa was going to take it to them.
Out of the gates. Not the game. Just initially out of the gates.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought the Sens would come out. The Sens are known as a more physical team.
I know, but it's the Stanley Cup playoffs, and the Leafs are the team that's been there before.
Yeah, but yeah. Ottawa doesn't know any better, so I thought they were just going to come out banging, and they weren't. They didn't at all.
Yeah.
They just did not have it. So maybe
anyway,
Ottawa is not who I thought they were, and maybe the Leafs aren't who I thought they were either.
No,
I don't know.
It's a series. It's a series. The Leafs have won game ones before and then lost game two, and it'll be a totally different game on what, Tuesday night? It's Sunday night, Tuesday night.
So 2-0 Leafs after the Mitch Buchanan breakaway goal, which I absolutely love.
I wish we had the Baywatch music to play right now,
God,
but we don't have it.
Just Mitch like running on the beach with his floater device or whatever they call what do they call those?
That's exactly what they call it, floater device.
No, what do they call it? Seriously,
floater device.
Remember the like red things they would carry around?
It looks like a little torpedo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just would, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Torpedo. Yeah. That's what little Mitch Buchanan had in his pants tonight. His little red shorts, a torpedo right on the breakaway top shelf. Absolutely incredible. This game could have maybe been different if Allmark made that save, but he didn't. And again, where'd that puck go? High glove. Like,
well, he went bar down on that.
Well, yeah, for sure. Anyway, the Sens got one back. Leafs got caught in their own end. Couldn't get the puck out. Riley can't tie up his man in front of the net. Sens score 2-1 Leafs at that time. Outshot. The Leafs were outshot 13-5 in the first period, but they led 2-1 after the first. We go to the second period. Sens take the first penalties. No penalties in the first period. Sens take the first penalty of the game in the second. Tavares scores on the power play right away. Great sign. Just such a great sign to see the power play cooking early. The success the power play had in this game. I'll go through it here and then we'll talk more about the power play. So the Leafs go right. So Tavares scores early on the Leafs' first power play chance. Leafs go right back to the power play after a brutal fucking cross check to the head of Tavares. Like, that was a pretty wild cross check, was it not?
It was. It was crazy that it was called 5 minutes and then it was turned into a 2-minute roughing penalty.
Yep.
That didn't make sense to me.
Is that a suspension or no? Like, not even.
I don't know if it's a suspension, but I mean,
usually when
you can't hit a guy in the face with
right in his fucking neck, man.
Yeah,
like he cross-checked him blatantly in the fucking. I don't know, the league. Like, I don't know what the league is doing. Like, calls like that, you could see a suspension, and then some calls like that, you just don't see anything.
They called it a 5, and then they were reviewing it, and I was like, all right, at worst, they're probably going to call a 4-minute power play on this. And then when they knocked it down to just a roughing penalty, I'm like, have you seen some of the roughing penalties you've called tonight, or some of the 2-minute penalties you called? That is a penalty.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But they go right back to the power play.
Yeah, well, Matthews gets nailed into the boards from behind. Sens take another fucking penalty. 5-on-3 for the Leafs. Boom. Tavares wins the draw to Nylander. Scores right away to make it 4-1 Leafs. 2 fast goals on the power play. I'm thinking, fucking right. Allmark gives up 4 goals on 9 shots. Leafs led 4-1 after the second period. We're going to be right back to break down the rest of this game and talk about a few other things. But right here at the Tip in Maple Leafs podcast, we have partnered up with the Hockey Podcast Network and DraftKings. Got a little read for you here to help you maybe win some money in the playoffs. Chad's going to tell you all about it right now.
So the NBA and the NHL, their 82-game grind is over. Now the real fun begins. The playoffs are here, and it's time for all the high-stakes drama, the clutch moments, the jaw-dropping plays. I can't wait. If you're looking to make the playoffs even more exciting, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered as an official sports betting partner of the NBA and the NHL. Try placing a bet on your favorite player's performance. Will they drop 30, score 3, or more? It's your call. Here's something special for first-timers. New DraftKings customers bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Make it a playoff run to remember with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code THPN. That's code THPN for new customers. And you can get up to $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings, where the crown is yours.
Nice. Okay, so the Leafs led 4-1 after the second, going into the third period. Sens scored early in the third to make it a 4-2 game. Leafs get it right back. Riley, with a shot from the point, kind of flutters its way through. I think it hit something. It might have hit one of the Sens players. Again, the puck ends up in the net, high glove.
It may have hit someone.
Yeah.
But it was kind of just a flutter that beat Allmark.
Yeah.
Maybe it changed direction a little bit, but
yeah.
I mean, if I was a Sens fan, I would be like, ooh, you can't let that one in.
No, dude. At Sens practice tomorrow, like, every shot on Allmark's got to be like working on his fucking glove, dude. Like high glove.
Well, two beat him blocker side.
That's okay.
And Knies was in front of the net.
That's fair. But the glove hand goal.
Yeah, it looked weak.
Every goal that went high glove was bad. Not Mitch's. Mitch's was just a nice goal. But anyway, so Riley's goal made it 5-2 Leafs at that time. It was like, I don't know, nothing shot from the point, but it found its way through whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Like, just the Allmark thing. I can't really believe it. But here's something else I can't believe.
He's never had good numbers in the playoffs.
No, well, not just, yeah, okay. He was bad. Like, let's be, is he the sole reason the Sens lost? No, there's contributing factors. Bad goaltending, too many penalties, not a recipe for success. Yeah. Like, it's just, you're not going to win. You're not going to win, especially when the Leafs were like, they capitalized on every fucking chance they had. Any mistake the Sens made, the Leafs were like, it's in the back of the fucking net.
The Sens really could have used a big save at some point.
Oh, fuck.
And they didn't get it tonight.
No, not at all, man. Here's something else that's extremely surprising. 2 goals from Leafs defensemen. What are we talking about here? Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Morgan Rielly. When is the last time that happened? Like, I'm talking not even just the playoffs. Can you think of a regular season game or ever in recent memory where 2 Leafs D in one game both put the puck in the back of the net? Because I cannot, like, I'm trying to think and I cannot. They don't get production from
the last game of the regular season.
Oh, who scored the goals?
Myers scored just a beautiful goal, and then Tanev scored with 1.8 seconds left to tie the game.
Okay, take that game out of the. Okay,
well, so you said you couldn't remember whatever, and it happened literally 4 days ago.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't watch the last game of the regular season.
Oh, you didn't see Myers' goal?
No.
Probably the greatest Leaf goal of all time.
Oh, is that right?
Well, no, it was one of the nicest goals I've seen in a while, though, from a D man.
Okay.
From anybody.
Okay, so take that. So 2 games in a row now. So excuse me. 2 games in a row now.
Their D are on a hot streak.
Okay, so let me rephrase that then. Take the Detroit game out of the equation, and then when was the last time you saw them score 2 goals from their defense in a game? It's like 2 different guys too. I think Riley might have had 2 goals in a game that, like, earlier in the season, but my whole point here is, like, it doesn't happen. Not for this.
They didn't get a lot of production this year from their D.
They never do, right? Like, no. They never do. But Anyway, so I just thought that was awesome. And I don't expect it to continue, but wouldn't it be fucking sick if it did? Like, if they just keep, like, if they get some contribution, shoot the puck. Just shoot the fuck, especially on this goaltender. Just
if he's playing like this.
Oh, just shoot at every fucking shit. That's going to be the talking point tomorrow at practice or the meeting or whatever they do. Like, just put it on net here, guys. Like, look at how he played. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, Leafs go back to the power play. Knies, after a huge block shot, they were saying on the broadcast that it looked like he took it in the hand. I didn't see that. Maybe it was, but anyway, it looked like he was fine because he scores on the power play. Another quick goal on the power play that made it 6-2 Leafs. 3 power play goals. They were not fucking around on the power play tonight. We should probably spend a couple minutes talking about the power play. That was the most impressive power play performance I've seen by this team in the playoffs since the Matthews-Marner era. I've never seen them. I've never seen a game like that.
Their special teams, especially their power play, has been their Achilles heel for a lot of playoff series because they've been so close. Like they were, even the Florida series that they lost in 5 games, a lot of those games were super close games. They just couldn't capitalize on power plays, and their penalty kill would give up a goal. Happened last year against Boston. Had they done this last year against Boston, they would have beat them.
Oh,
but 100%. They couldn't score a fucking power play goal no matter what. They couldn't get a shot in the power play.
Not even a sniff, brother. Not even a sniff.
Not even a sniff. So, I mean, the fact that they got the power play going, but doesn't this just show you that this is why it's important to compete in the regular season? Like, this is why you shouldn't give up points to San Jose and these shitty teams, because if you can win your division and you can get a wild card team, you might get might get your power play cooking. You're not going up against one of the best penalty kills in the league in the first round or anything like that.
Yeah. Well,
like
Ottawa's penalty kill is actually one of the best.
It's good. It's not it's not top 5, I don't think.
I think it is.
I think it's top 10.
Okay. It's good. It's good.
It's good. But I mean, some of those penalty kills that they faced in Florida, Tampa, and Boston were just crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, the way Allmark's playing, like you say, shoot it, get it on net. If you can just get the confidence going in the power play, look out. They're not going to do this every time. They're not going to get this many fucking power plays every night.
No, it's going to tighten up the longer it goes.
But if you can get one a night, I'm okay with that.
Oh, 100%. Like, you have to capitalize on your chances. Like that, like you were just saying, like in previous years, and especially last year against the Bruins, like it went dry. It cost you the fucking series. It cost you the series. Like, okay.
So many games are 1-goal games, like not tonight, but in previous playoffs, and you couldn't get a power play goal. Look at the difference tonight. Look at the difference it makes when you score on the power play.
It ended up being a 6-2 final. It's a 3-2 final without the 3 power play goals.
Yeah.
So
and
lot tighter. A lot tighter.
And
I don't like that. Well, I do and I don't.
You do. You do. You like it. If like Ottawa would have liked it a lot tighter.
Yeah.
But tonight Toronto wanted it wide open loose.
Well, like you just said, like you capitalize on not
it
once, not
it
twice,
deflates the Senators too.
Oh,
it deflates the Senators.
Every time they took a penalty, the Leafs, boom, lickety split. It's in the back of the net. They're probably thinking, "Holy fuck, here can't buy a break, right?"
Because if they kill it off, then they get a little momentum. If they kill off the next one, like how many power plays did they have in a row before Nylander took his penalty? 3? I think they had 3 power plays in a row.
I think so. Yeah.
And I think they scored on 2 of them, if not 3. I can't remember exactly, but my point is, if you don't score on any of those and Ottawa just completely shuts you down, all the momentum goes to Ottawa.
100%. Okay, we could spend more time on the power play here, but time's ticking. We will talk a lot more about the power play as the series goes on. Hopefully, do I expect it to stay this red hot? No, but like you said, bang one in a night, that'll be the difference right there.
Yeah.
That'll be the difference right there. So
you're probably not going to get this many power plays again.
No, you're not. It'll tighten up for sure. So we'll see. Hopefully, but hell of a start. Hell of a fucking start.
I'll take it.
Dude, like, can you think about this? It was literally like win the draw 3 seconds, it's in. Win the draw 8 seconds, it's in. Win the draw 5 seconds, it's in the fucking
They weren't fucking around.
No, like they were not fucking around. It was awesome. It was fucking awesome, man. So anyway, a million penalties at the end. Literally, the ref stood at fucking center. Right?
Everybody on the ice got a roughing penalty.
Like a million penalties at the end. Anyway,
he had a piece of paper in his hand with all the penalties written down.
Insane. 6-2 final. Leafs win it. They win game 1 of the Battle of Ontario. Leafs lead the series 1-0. Incredible start. A couple things to go out on. Stolarz. Look, like a little scared there at when, what is it, Ridley Gregg or whatever is the fucking
took him into the net.
Well, that was like he back of his knee on the post, right? I'm thinking, oh God, please no. Like, please, like, can things just go right for a fucking change? It's always one thing or another for us. It's always one thing or another. Yeah. We can never just have like a smooth ride where it's like, okay, everyone's healthy, let's go, and like here we go. I was like, oh God, no, please.
Because we never even get one game of it.
No, I know.
But he got up, he did a little back stretch, he did a little groin stretch.
Yes, he did.
He's good to go.
Hopefully it's all good. No pebbles and all that shit. No. Hopefully it's okay. What did you think about Stolar's game? I thought he just looked like the same dude that he looked like all season. He made the saves he needed to make. He kept them in the game. Stolarz, man. I feel I have full erection. Full erection.
I don't blame
Anthony Stolarz. Not a semi, fully erect.
Even the 2 goals that Ottawa got tonight, the first one, he stumbled a little bit trying to cover the puck, bounced over his stick. Ottawa got it. Second one, he made 3 saves. He kicked the rebounds into pretty safe areas, except the third one he kicked to Ottawa. But I mean, he made the first 3 saves. He wasn't like Allmark. There were no soft shots that beat him. There was no floater from the blue line that beat him glove side. He was solid, man.
How good do you feel going forward with that guy back there? Like real good, right?
Yeah.
Like as good as it's ever felt.
What I think it was nothing. Maybe it was 1-0 or nothing, but he had Pinto was in alone and just like he just stopped it. Brady Tkachuk had a breakaway.
The Tkachuk breakaway.
Stopped it. Though he stopped one with the knob of his stick.
Oh, you know things are firing on all cylinders when
you get your knob going.
100%.
But no, I feel comfortable. I feel very comfortable. More comfortable than I did with Samsonov. I'll say that.
Pick a goalie. And eat Anderson, even Campbell. Like Jack Campbell was good, really good at times, but there was still doubt there.
You always thought a soft goal was coming.
For sure. So Anderson, Campbell, Samsonov. I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Mrazek. I don't know who the fuck I'm missing. He never played in the playoffs, right? But I'm missing somebody, I think. But you never felt great about any of them, and now all of a sudden it's like, holy fuck! Like this guy. He's just so, I don't know, like his mental awareness or his mental, just how he seems very strong mentally.
Nothing gets me. It's not getting to him.
No. Like he seems like he's just like, I got this. Don't worry about it. Like
the Leafs are also doing a great job in front of him.
Oh, the defense is just it's better than it's ever been.
Yeah. And how many times, and I don't know if you noticed this, like I know Ottawa outshot them. What?
Just can you believe we're doing this right now? I know it's only one game, but just how many positives. We're so used to coming on here.
Well, it was a positive game.
I know, but like we're so used to coming on here, especially in the playoffs, and shitting on everyone and everything. Yeah. And here we are just like, how good did they look? Here.
everything went their way.
Crazy.
But no, my point is that like I noticed tonight that the defense, like, it was so calm and so collected I know they got outshot, but just at getting the puck out. If anything, I felt like the Senators were targeting Benoit. They were dumping into his corner because I guess they feel he would be the weakest guy.
Yeah.
But other than that, like Tanev, McCabe were beautiful. Riley, sure, he's throwing pizzas still every now and then, but he had a better game. Just having OEL on your third pairing.
Yeah, I know.
It's so much different than last year.
Oh, for
Brandon
sure.
Carlo looked awesome too.
And like, look, they got outshot a lot this regular season, and they're
used to it.
And they still
Won
Because
51 games.
Because they're so much better defensively and because of their goaltending, they still won a lot of those games that they got outshot. So it's not a huge thing for me to look at the shots and be like, they're being outshot by 5 or by 8 or whatever. I'm like, whatever. That's kind of been the story all year, and they still find a way to win those games anyway. So
you're right.
Not the biggest deal for me on the, I'd like to see it the other way, but I don't know. Anyway,
they don't freak out. Like, they're getting outshot 9-1. No panic whatsoever.
Yeah, no, 100%. So if you don't have anything else, this is the last thing I have here for tonight, Chad.
Okay.
Domi taken off the second line late in the second period for Holmberg. What do you think that was about? Like, just looking to get the chemistry maybe back that they had at one point in the season with Robertson, McMahon, and Domi as a 3rd/4th line, I guess 3rd.
I didn't like Domi up there.
So, but why would you not go
with
back
McMahon?
with McMahon? Because McMahon to me tonight was not very good. Like, that's the one. I didn't think McMahon was very good. Not very noticeable.
No,
if he would have played with JT and Willie, I think he probably would have been a lot more noticeable.
Yeah, I don't know if he's hoping that he adds a little scoring on the 3rd line.
Yeah, okay.
But the whole Domi with Nylander, Domi has a tendency to, you probably noticed this, he just takes the puck and he spins and passes. Like, he doesn't really look. He just kind of like spins and passes to open areas. They need a guy like Bobby McMahon, or even kind of like Holmberg, a guy who just kind of digs and just pushes the puck over to you and let you two do something with it.
For me, like, I just don't like Holmberg in that. Like, I understand removing.
I would rather Bobby McMahon too.
Like, I understand.
I'm just saying, I understand why Domi got pulled off.
I can understand taking Domi off of that line for sure. But the move to put Holmberg there, like, I think Holmberg personally is a way softer player than Bobby McMahon. Way softer.
Yeah,
so if you're
in there a little bit, he's softer than Bobby McMahon, but he gets in there.
He doesn't win a lot of battles though. Like, he will
he's
battle.
Not as big as Bobby McMahon.
No, I know.
He doesn't look as big.
I that's just the one. I don't even want to call it a negative. It's just the one thing that I didn't understand. Like, I saw nothing out of Holmberg tonight that was like, okay, let's put him there. Like, I don't know. McMahon played his best hockey in that spot all season long. So why? I don't know. Just
you might see it. I mean, they won 6-2, so
no, for sure.
We won't complain.
No. That was just the one thing where I was like, if you found that kind of as odd as I did, I'm like, what's Chief doing here? But anyway, 6-2 win, 1-0 series lead. We'll take it. We'll move on. Unless you got anything else, brother. Let's bow tie this.
Yeah. Baby. Hey, don't forget, we'll be back after the next playoff game Tuesday night when the Leafs try to take a 2-0 lead at the Battle of Ontario. For the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast, don't forget to follow us on social media at the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast. You're watching this on YouTube. Hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment. You can email us at tipinpodcast@gmail.com. If you have something to say, film yourself on a video or audio and email it to the tipinpodcast@gmail.com or DM us on Facebook and Instagram. And until next time, I'm Chad.
I'm Dale.
We'll
see you Tuesday night after game 2. Can't wait. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. Go Leafs, go. We'll catch you later. You're listening to the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast with your hosts, Chad and Dale.